welcome to the Keystone Experience. Rob Warwick.
And Matt Pitzer.
Brought to you by Creek Archery. Find your passion and hunt it down.
And Hillview Motors, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Remember, Hillview has it in Greensburg, Pennsylvania.
What's going on, everybody? Hey, this is our second product review deal, and we got Lydia with us from Tight Chains. I'm not even going to attempt the last name. We'll let her do that. So, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great. Excited to be here.
Well, we're glad you could make it. So, we met through Facebook, I guess. I ordered a T-shirt from your company, and then we finally got to meet in person up at the Rendezvous. Did a little bit of chatting, but it was 900 degrees while we were there, and nobody really wanted to stand still and talk a whole lot. So we lined this all up to get you on here and have you talk about where your love for trapping came from, and then we'll roll into how you got into the T-shirt business. So
I started trapping when I was 14 years old. I found an old long spring in the barn, and I was familiar with wildlife management and hunting at the time. But just finding a trap and just seeing the mechanics of it kind of caught my eye. I brought it to my dad, who he used to trap back in his high school days just a little bit, and that's where that trap had come from. And so I was like, Dad, show me about this trap. This is cool. I've never seen anything like it before. And so he started talking to me about, the dog and the ear and the jaw. And I didn't know what those words meant. So I was already captivated at that point. And I asked him if we could go set the trap. It was November already. And we went over and set it that night. And I caught a muskrat, and I started from there. So I was 14 years old. Nobody else in my family trapped. I didn't really, grow up learning about it. And then I used to walk my line, which was, I used to walk about a mile long carrying buckets in each hand during school hours. I'd skip my math class, and I would walk my line because I didn't have my driver's license yet. And I'd set for all species. And then one day while I'm walking my line, I see coyote tracks in front of me. And I was like, oh, what is that? I want to trap that.
Well, you said you didn't, quote, do it all your life. Well, I'm 40 and I'm just started last year. So I think you're ahead of the game there. And what would you say is your favorite thing to trap now?
Definitely coyotes. That's kind of my specialty. Coyotes with foothold traps. So when I was 14, after I saw those tracks going through the yard, I was bound and determined to catch that coyote. And what I didn't know at the time was that the location was like a hunting location, not a location that they would come through all the time. And so it became like a battle of wits between me and the coyote, trying to catch this one coyote. And just the persistence and learning kind of carried through. I did catch that coyote the very last day of season that year, and then, which was an amazing feeling. And then it just grew from there. I knew I wanted to continue trapping and learn all I could after that.
I think that's basically the way I started. My grandfather did it, and I'd go help him on the line. But then when I got old enough, he said to me, he says, you can start setting your own traps and putting your own stuff out. But my grandfather had a rule of whatever you caught, you had to eat. And the very first critter I caught was a possum. And I had to eat the possum, and it was about the most disgusting thing I ever eaten in my life. But now I become friends with possums. I turn them loose. I don't, I don't keep them. I don't shoot them. I kind of let them go. But then I've been doing it. Oh God, I'm 54 years old now, so I've been doing it a long time, and I got him and his boys into it. And it's a passion. I say every year I'm going to quit doing it. I'm just going to quit because I'm getting old and the bones hurt and everything else. But I go out and do it every year. I just can't quit doing it.
I can relate there. I tell people, my greatest passion is trapping. I just love getting outdoors. And same with you, like working through physical injuries or life that gets stirred up. It's like if you're going to do it, you got to want to do it. And that's part of my story with I have a shoulder injury, and it's like I have that persistence because I want to and the drive, and I'm going to go trapping every year with a newborn 3 weeks old to with my shoulder in a sling, setting traps with my knees and asking my husband to come pound in steaks for me, schedule a time. He's a deer hunter, not a trapper, just to get it there, and then I can bed the trap by myself with my arm in a sling. And yeah, the passion is what gets me too.
Yep. So from there, how did you transition into the Tight Chains clothing company?
Yeah. So after I started trapping for a couple of years, I guess just my passion grew. It was something that it was all my own. I haven't had a whole lot of people on my line with me before, so it's kind of like a good outlet to, just clear your head and stuff. And I started coming to conventions, and watching demos and all that. And let's see, then I really just wanted it's all the things kind of aligned at once. So I wanted to create a business, and I am a creative person. I'm a photographer and a designer, marketer. And then my dad and I wanted to make like a funny inside joke t-shirt for one of our friends. And then we kind of deep dived into screen printing, the idea of it. And then next thing you know, I'm like, oh, I can combine these two interests into my one single passion of trapping and boost that. And if that's a way that I can give back to the trapping community or shine it in a positive light, that's what I'm all about. So from then I kind of took the reins and started Tight Chains Co. because it's something that I wanted to do, and I wanted a shirt that looked cool, that was clean and respectable, that I liked the artwork. And so then I just started learning everything from there. And I not only design all of the shirts and apparel, but I also do all of the screen printing, which is a huge process of the whole old school pushing the ink and everything.
Wow. I thought she had like a modern day machine. So that's pretty cool.
Now, is it just you, or do you have some help? I mean, is every shirt that they order, blood, sweat, tears poured into it from you?
Yep. My husband helps do some of the book work because, I skipped math class to go trapping, so I'm not very good at math. So he helps with that, but I'm the one who's doing all the squeegeeing and doing the orders, filling it all, doing it all by hand, and making sure the quality is what I want. Like some people, they can do a drop ship or some sort of program like that, but that's not what I want. That's not what I'm about. And I want to just ensure the quality just because I enjoy it. And you know what? It gets me to be able to go to more conventions and more shows. And I'm going to go to there anyways. And now I can at least make my gas money or extra back because I'm going there or giving demos anyways. And I just love the trapping community in general.
You do demos now too. That's right. I forgot about that because it was so hot up there in Hughesville. We didn't stick around for too many demos. We went back to the tent most of the time. But Yeah, I forgot you do. You're going out to the NTA here soon, ain't you?
I am. I'm doing a demo on main stage also for Coyotes there. And then I'll be there with my booth, Tight Chains Co. Then that will be the second in-person show ever, our vendor show. So I'm looking forward to that. My little girl, my daughter, she'll be there, and Eddie, my husband, and looking forward to it. Trying to get ready.
You guys will be leaving here in a couple days. Not too far off, huh?
Yep.
So what all goes into the design process? Like, how do you get that drive to create something new and put it from your brain onto a shirt?
Yeah. It's quite a long process, actually. So once I kind of come up with an idea, I'm always kind of thinking of something cool to put on or something that I want. Um, and I'll either sketch it out on a paper or I'll take another graphic and then I will make the art or draw on to create the design. And then from there, there's a series of steps that you have to do, just like trapping. You have to follow, bed the trap, do the things like it all in a row in order to be successful. That's the same with screen printing. So basically, you can kind of see there's a screen behind me there. If you can see that, you have a screen and you have to coat it with a special paint that when you have UV light, it hardens it. So you print out your design on a transparency paper with a black shadow, and you put that down, and then you shine a UV light on it. Whatever the light touches will harden, and then whatever is the shadow of your stencil will wash away afterwards. So you create the stencil on the screen. Then from there, you have to do all the next steps, and then spreading the ink and pushing the shirts and curing the ink after that.
Wow.
Yeah, that sounds like a almost painful process to me.
So
A little bit.
so that is just basically a screen, and then you're etching the image into that screen.
Yes.
Okay.
And then you're pushing the ink through the mesh onto whatever garment you have underneath it.
Okay. Huh.
And
That's
then it has to
interesting.
cure correctly for whatever type of a paint that you're using or a dye. So all of my shirts are printed with water-based ink, which is like a softer feel. It's more thinner and breathable, so it won't ever crack and come off like some of the other thicker styles do.
Hmm.
I really like that.
Now, what kind of shirt do you use? Different brands, or how did you decide on what you wanted to use there?
I ordered probably like 10 samples of all these different brands and feels and shirts, and I narrowed it down just from what I liked and what felt good for me. And so then I narrowed it down to one of them. I sometimes I switch it up and have a couple brands in there, but I make it a point to always get one of the top-notch brands. So I'm not going to get one of them cheap little ones that get holes so fast. I'm going to get the ring spun cotton 100% that feels thinner, but the cotton is gone through um, a longer process, so it's more knitted together and it feels more of a premium quality in the end.
I know the shirt that I got from you, when I got it, I was ecstatic with it because it was like the first actual trapping shirt that was, you know, geared straight towards trapping, not a not a lure or bait manufacturer, like I got one on now for Sawmill Creek. But, this was, the traps on the front of it, and then you got the American flag on the back, and I mean, I I should have ordered a couple of them. But we'll get more, and I got to get one of Brian's shirts before whenever you do a
Yep, I
rerun of
got
those.
that sitting here too. Yep. That was our first collaboration together. The Trapline Beard Oil products. kind of collaborated together. I designed it for him and came up with the idea, and we both put our logos on there, kind of combining both of our passions at once, and it's great.
Yep. Yep.
And you sold out of those pretty quickly, huh?
I did. Yep.
Yep. Just had baby sizes, I think, by the time we walked through there.
That's what I'm looking on the site here now. So are you coming up with any more, like the shirt that you did the first time? Are you going to do that all the time? Is that the way you're going to do them, is pre-order? And then
No, so I'll have my green original Tight Chains Co., which is what you're talking about, which I have on here. That one will be available for order. And then I also am working on a bunch of more designs. Like you guys, there's a lot coming and it's awesome. I have a couple of them right here that you probably saw at the show, Pennsylvania show. I haven't put them online yet, or like on my website to order. It's only in-person order. So at the end of the year for trapping season and Christmas coming up, my plan is to have my designs and a couple new ones on my website for trapping season and Christmas and going from there.
cool. So I'm going to have to buy more t-shirts.
Now, you said you got a couple of them there. Can we get an idea, show people what you have and what could be available?
Yeah, for sure. So the one we were talking about was this Tight Chains Co. Original. You have the big full front or the option for the same logo and a small left chest. And then the back is a full flag. And this one's really unique because the way I drew inside of here, if you look here, there's a coyote inside the flag by the stars. Up at the shoulder, there's a little long spring hidden. And then it says Tight Chains Co. along the edge. On the bottom is a pack basket and a little tiny lure of a canine call, which was one of the lures I used when I caught my first coyote. It's kind of like a tribute to that. Next, we got this shirt. It says, "It's not about the money, it's a lifestyle."
Yep.
And I took pictures of my equipment and then drew on it to actually create the art. And then the front, Tight Chains Co. That's in like what I call a trap rust color. And then this I think is one of my favorites. I'll save that for the end. We got a kid's shirt, little possum. It says cute but wild. Classic. And then we were talking earlier about Brian Watson's Trapline Beard Oil. That's this one, Trapline Beard Oil. The hat says "Stay Bearded." That's his slogan. With a pack basket on, holding a trap. And then it has my logo on the sleeve. And then the same little products that he has, the actual photos of them are on the front there. We got a hoodie coming up.
Oh.
This is like a really heavy, nice, like it's so durable. I am excited about this. It will hold up to trapping convention, trapping season, and it's really thick. I got like the best hoodie I could find for that one.
Well, we'll
And then
put
I
an
have a
order in
design
when we're
that's
done.
coming. What?
I said we'll put an order in when we're done. We'll pre-order.
Right. Yeah. I have another design coming for the NTA. I don't have it to show you yet, but here's the other one that just came out in June. It says, "I wasn't born in the wrong generation. I was put here to keep the tradition alive."
I like that one too.
And then the front has a pack basket,
I like
Tight
that.
Chains Co. And that's like a orangey ink on that. And it's all, like I said, printed with water-based ink. So it's really like soft and breathable.
Yeah, that's what I noticed about the shirt that I got off you. You know, like some of them you can feel it and they feel like sandpaper. and yours was
Yeah.
like nice and smooth, and I'm really
And
happy
it'll
with
keep
it.
getting softer after each wash too.
I'm afraid to wear it when I go out in the woods now. I don't want to ruin that shirt. So I'm going to definitely have to get
Yep,
the hoodie for trapping season. Because
for sure.
my PA hoodie is just about shredded. It's just, I destroyed that hoodie last year. So,
Yeah, I'm running
So I
out of
kind of
hoodies.
really, yeah, I really wanted to just kind of oops, inspire other trappers because part of my story is persistence of not giving up, whether that's through, my injury or like we talked about, um, or even just not giving up defending our rights to trap. And Tight Chains Co., the name kind of mirrors that. Like tight chains is like that's when you wish people success, you wish them good luck. Hey, tight chains, be safe. People say that in the trapping community.
yep.
So, yeah, I really want it to be more of like a conversation starter, these shirts, so that when people see it, they say, "Oh, cool shirt. Like, what does it mean?" Or tell me more. And that right there is the opportunity that you can talk about wildlife management or trapping to someone who might not otherwise have had that conversation with. And I think both of those together will play a big part, hopefully, will play a big part within the trapping industry as a whole.
Yep. I mean, I've had people ask me about my shirt, down at the archery shop, they'll ask me, and a lot of them I've given them your website to look at. So I'm sure they'll be calling and ordering some. Man, why does the time have to go so fast when we're having fun? We will, you want to let everybody know how they can find your stuff, where to get it at. And then we will definitely have one on before Christmas and that so that we can get these back out there and let everybody know what they can get off you. So go ahead and tell them where they can find it.
Sounds good. You can find us at tightchainsco.com or on social media on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Tight Chains Co.
Anything for her, buddy?
No, we appreciate you taking some time coming on and sharing the process and your story. And, we wish you a good show when you head out to nationals there. Make sure you post some of the pictures on, Facebook for us people that can't make it.
Yep, will do.
We're gonna have to get an order and order some shirts off of her. So if you want to stick around for a minute while we run through our sponsor list real quick, and we can chat after we're done. Creek Archery, find your passion, then hunt it down.
Hillview Motors, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Remember, Hillview has it.
Well, Duke Traps. Give Bill and them guys a holler down there. They will fix you up. They got all your trapping needs down there at Duke Traps.
Deer season's coming, so make sure you get yourself some Apparition Scent, 100% lethal.
And Chico Outdoors, the convention that we go to every year here in PA. It'll be coming up in April, so keep your eyes open for that.
Bow Creek Outdoors. Get the new cell camera, the wide angle, at bowcreekoutdoors.com. Rob, what's the code they can use to get a little discount on that?
You can use capital TKE, and that'll get you 20% off. We got Z&M Harley Davidson. I was just up there tonight ordering tires for my bike. So stop up there, see those guys. They got a ton of cutback prices on used motorcycles right now. So if you're looking to buy a new Harley, this is the time to get up there and get one. So Z&M in Greensburg, Pennsylvania. Stop in and see.
We got some Back 40 Seed Company. If you're looking for food plots, seed, grow, bring the deer in. Make sure to check out Back 40 Seed Company.
Don't forget to use Keystone 10. That'll get you 10% off whenever you order your seed from Roy and Bill. We got Weeby knives, buddy. You know what they say, don't you?
They're wicked sharp.
There's still nothing, boss.
No, but you can replace the blades if they go dull. Replaceable blades, skinning blades, you name it. If it's going in the fur shed, you can get it from Weeby Knives.
Yes, you can.
And you can do that at WeebyKnives.com.
Yes, sir. Trapline Beard Oil Company. Give Brian a holler. They got 1 ounce bottles now. I think you can get a 3-pack. Order them. This stuff is unbelievable. I use it every day. And my beard is like the hair on top of my head right now. It's super smooth, super soft. So get yourself some Trapline Beard Oil and tell Brian that we sent you, and stay bearded.
We have the Kelton Black Agency representing American National. Give Kelton a call for commercial, auto, homeowners, farm, and your life insurance need, and do business with someone who cares.
Forget genetics. Some of the best minerals, they are right here in Pennsylvania. They're veteran owned, family run, from the mill to the bag to the delivery. They do it all. From crawl to wall, they got your 6. Forget genetics.
Gearhead Archery, rethinking tradition. Head over to gearheadarchery.com to see all the different bows, from a tiny little bow to a full-size target bow. Skip got everything for you, so head over to gearheadarchery.com and check everything out.
And Wilson Wildlife Solutions. Get yourself some of these baiting lures. Another Pennsylvania company right here in Erie, PA. This stuff is going to be phenomenal coming this fall. I can't wait to get out on the line and start using it. Wilson's Wildlife Solutions.
Go ahead and grab your phone, jump on your app store or however you do it on an Android, and make sure you download the Outdoor Call Radio app. 24/7, 365 outdoor-related content. Download the Outdoor Call Radio app today and answer the call.
And check out Big Shot Archery Targets. Use the code Keystone, and you will receive a discount there too.
And follow along with us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Head over to Keystone Experience for everything that we've ever put out. And you can follow along with us also on Carbon TV. Well, buddy, another product spotlight done. Lydia, we thank you again for taking some time to join us and show us everything. And we'll be getting some orders put in before you know it.
Yes, we will. What do we say, buddy? Shoot straight and keep the dirty side down, and tight chains, everyone.